Hello everybody, 4-Star here, and we are back with another episode of the UAL, the Ultimate Arena League. Here we are in week, I believe, 4 here, and we got some new additions here. We got Zuriel Ward, QB, that was a submission, and then we got Kawika Green. These are two additions here from the LA Kiss. I didn't really want to show you guys too many LA Kiss games unless you guys submitted somebody, so we finally got some submissions there. And then we have another submission here, and it is James Skaggs. He plays for the Salina Liberty. I know he wanted to play for like the Cats, but we already got Nelson Bullock, so we put him where he can shine at. And we only have like one more QB position open, so if you guys are watching here in episode what, 4 or week 4, we only have one QB position left, so this is your chance to grab him. Leslie Holt is a created player, and that is it for QBs. We have no more room for QBs unless you want to put in a backup, then that's fine. But everything else here, we are stuffed. We still got a QB position for the Predators. I do like Shane Stafford though. Here, Joe Hamilton, you can probably get somebody like that. We also have Mason Mabry here from the SaberCats. He is also a new addition after Mark Grebe is injured himself, and his contract expires this season, so he's probably not going to stay because I already signed a 2-year contract for Mabry. So yeah, this is it. I do want to get somebody that plays defense, like a defensive lineman or offensive lineman. So if you guys want to put somebody there for that position, those are open. We did not get a single tight end or offensive lineman. I know they're not in the spotlight, but if you want your team to succeed, I would suggest maybe cooking up somebody, because we're going to keep doing this until week 10. You can add as many people as you want, like I said before, but that is it for that. Let's get right into our first game of the episode. So here we go, week 4 matchup here. The Nashville Cats trying to bounce back here, getting a win against Trevor Jackson and the Southwest Kansas Storm. Let's get right into it. Here's Jackson, throws it high. Wow, what a catch by White. Irvin White going up there and getting it. Those are the Barentines, got a step, and he's got it. They tie the ball game up here. Jackson ready to score another touchdown. He has got the crew with him. Jackson, and it's picked off by Hammond. So here comes Bullock after the interception. Let's see what he can do. Those are the Barentines. What a dodge. What a dot and a touchdown there for the Cats. Jackson throws it deep. There's Lester. He's got it. Corey Michael Jr. has it, and nobody's going to catch him. Man, he's in the end zone. Touchdown. At the helm here, looking, throws it, and the tight end can't hold on to it.
Come on over, Sally. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Bring it on.
And already in basically the red zone here.
All on the 9-yard line.
Basically called a red zone inside the 10 here. This is the goal-to-go situation. There's Alexander, not gonna get touched. That's a touchdown for the Cats. Oh, look at Caldwell. He's taking this all the way. What a run. So they're gonna try to kick this one here. There's Lewis. That's good. In distance of striking this one down and ending this game altogether. Michael. Ooh, he fumbled the ball. There's a fumble, it's a scrum, and Powell picks it up. What a hit there. I don't even know who hit him, but that was quite a hit. So Southwest Kansas can be within 8 here if they kick this one through. Jackson with the hold, and it's through. Goes at the Corey Michael Jr. He's got separation. Man, it's hard to stop this guy. What a touchdown there by Nashville. Throws it, gives it to Ross, breaks a tackle, and what a touchdown there. And bring it back. It's going to be a holding call on Carter.
The offense.
Okay, all right, go ahead. Do your thing. All right. Crazy.
And Lewis going for another field goal attempt. This will be his 3rd of the day. Kick is up, and it is through for 3. Those are the Corey Michael Jr. at the corner. He's got the catch, first and goal. What a play.
There you go. Practice real quick. You need it.
Gives it to Alexander. He scores easily. Here comes Jackson. Jackson throws it. It's caught by Myers, and he takes it inside the 5. But bring it back again. Holden.
Come on.
Hey.
You threw a flag on that? Come on, man.
Step back.
So here's Lewis with the kick. It drifts to the right down the middle. And that's 4 field goals for Lewis. Caldwell makes a spin. There he goes. And there goes Nelson Bullock, and he will get in. Touchdown. 157 yards passing. Throws it, and he's going to add on to his collection there. Throws it. Oh, it is picked up by Abraham off the tip.
Hey, get over here. Come here. Bust it up.
And now you're only down by 10 here. Jackson gonna get it. Nice play. There's Lester. He is gone. Touchdown. And no, they're gonna call it back for Holden again. And now it's gonna be a 1st and 25.
Yeah. All right. I like it.
Yeah.
Hammond. Myers breaks one tackle. He's down. He's going. And he's gonna score. Touchdown, Southwest Kansas. To score here. There we go. Barenthine's wide open. He's gonna score. Oh no!
Calls a timeout.
Come on.
Goes it to Barentine. Got his feet in. That's a score. Nashville responds.
Here we go. Yeah. Bring it on. See, I can dance too. Yeah.
Straight all football players. Stay there.
Last play here. Jackson. Oh, and he got sacked, and that's a turnover and downs. Manucci with the game-ending sack.
Bring it.
That is it. The final score, 56-46. Nashville takes care of business, but it was not as far as the score said. So our player of the game, Nelson Bullock, or like to call him Kaz, our boy, he gets 232 yards, 5 passing touchdowns. He threw a pick, not of his own, but he threw a pick. It got bounced up in the air and it got picked off. 10 of 19, 52% completion percentage, no sacks allowed, and his longest play was 37 yards. He also got a rushing touchdown, which puts his total at 6 for this game, and Dan Alexander getting into the end zone twice. For receiving, this time, Dalton Barentine was the man of the hour. 3 receiving touchdowns today and 100 yards flat. Corey Michael Jr. ends up with 121 yards and 2 touchdowns, and Hammond got a reception. Here for the other end, Trevor Jackson, another valiant effort from him. He needs help desperately. 247 yards, 4 touchdowns, and an INT. 17 of 34 today, only 50%, and he got sacked 3 times today. Dwayne Caldwell, he ended up with 37 yards, very impressive, and a touchdown with 5 rushing attempts, and a touchdown from every one of his receivers. Irvin White, he got out for the game. Trey Myers, a touchdown. Drew Lester and Greg Ross. What a day from him. So let's get right into our second game of the episode.
And now taking the field, the visiting team, the New Orleans VooDoo.
So here come the VooDoo coming all the way down to Washington here to try to spoil the Washington Wolfpack's 3-0 undefeated record. Let's see if they could do it. Go again. Looking down for VooDoo. He's got it. Touchdown. Williams, Savion throws a dot right to Spears, and he takes it into the end zone for a score. He's making it 1st and 2nd and manageables. Throws it to Jackson, and he's got it into the end zone. He's not getting touched. That's a touchdown. There's with the hold, and Grammatica nukes this one. Here's the kick, Grammatica, and they call it good. That was, you know. Looking here, has Abrams, has a shot. And he takes it. Oh my goodness, and he got knocked off of the wall. What a touchdown there. Can Williams get past that third down hump? Oh, yes, he can. Look at this guy wide open. That's Jones. That's a touchdown. He kick it to try to kick a long one here. Well, he can give it to Adams. He could just be gone. That's a touchdown. Adams with the pure speed. They're going to run it. Oh, my God. That's a safety. Oh, my goodness. That kick is good, and they're going to halftime with a 13-point lead.
The score is
And 14 yards to go, so they can get to the inch line here, and they can still get a first down. But they don't need it. That's a touchdown there from Jones. Looking here. Looking for VooDoo. Got it. Touchdown. In motion here, Williams throws it high, and VooDoo knocks it out of the wide receiver's hands.
We
All right now.
Oh, and he got knocked in the end zone. Oh. What's it to do? He's got it. Oh my goodness. That's VooDoo for another touchdown. Williams not gonna get anything there. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, baby. Damn. He didn't even see it coming. He didn't see it, man.
They can't stop you.
Williams again, and Hines grabs it. So here comes the kick. No bounce on that one, and Walter's gonna hold on to it. He didn't, and what a grab! He caught it off of the fumble. Williams, fourth down here, looking, has Neal, and they don't give him the first. Wow.
Yo, dog. Hey, you want that, dog? You okay? I give it to you again.
Pull out, man. Pull out.
the final score is
Washington.
61.
They get this thing done easily, 61-48, and they go 4-0 on the season. Just one out of the two teams that are still undefeated this season. So our player of the game is Chris Dell. An amazing performance today. 14 of 27, 51% completion percentage, 309 yards and 8 touchdowns here. I mean, is he the MVP this season? Who knows? On the rushing end, we had Derek Frazier, 35 yards on a run. Chris Dell with 3 yards on a run. But man, oh man, these three receivers were just doing their thing. VooDoo, 107 yards, 6 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Kevin Jackson, 96 yards, not quite 100, but still 2 touchdowns. And Orlando Abrams was right behind them, 3 receptions, 106 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Definitely a deep threat specialist. 2 sacks today, Chad Webster, 2 tackles for loss, Chad Webster, no INTs from either team here. And let's get right into the other team. Savion Williams, another valiant effort from him, 4 touchdowns, 303 yards, 19 of 31. On the rushing end, he did get a rushing touchdown, 16 yards from him. And Henry Bryant getting a touchdown even though he has 0 yards. So yeah, but Savion was spreading the ball out, but Tiger Jones was just the number 1 guy. 10 receptions, that's nasty work. 10 receptions, 171 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jermaine Neal, 4 receptions, 32 yards. Anthony Hines with a touchdown, 59 yards, 3 receptions, and Calvin Spears with his only catch being a 40-yard bomb touchdown. So a great game today. Wolfpack come out with another victory. They stay undefeated. So let's get right into our third matchup of the day. So here we go, a battle for the South Division. 2 teams undefeated at 2-0. We have the Miami Hooters and the Orlando Predators here. The battle between these Florida teams is up next. Goes with the James here. Oh, what a grab off the tip, and that's a first down.
Yeah, baby, it's on.
Hey, man, that's not cool, man.
You got something to say? Why is he doing it? Say it again. Say it again. Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Looking for Dudley. throws it, holds on to it. That's a touchdown. And the Predators strike first. Kelly goes it high to Don Robbie Smith, and he's got it. That's a touchdown. Oh, and he's got James. Jerry and James scores. They scored a touchdown earlier. Here comes Kelly again, looking. Throws a dot to Don Robbie Smith, breaks a tackle, avoids the wall, and that's a touchdown. A lot of INTs. Goes it here, has Dudley, holds on to it, and Orlando takes back the lead. Kelly again, this time a third down. This time he's gonna run it. Oh, what a spin move! Kelly with the spin cycle, he scores. There's Taylor, he's got the leg, and it's through for 3. Kelly has a man. Wow, and Robinson doesn't even go for the tip. That's a touchdown. Was it the Friesdale? Got it, breaks a tackle, and he's in the end zone. And the Predators take back the lead.
Can't stop me! Can't stop me! I got a rhythm! Yeah, baby!
9 seconds left here. 8, and it's good.
It's good.
By a sliver, and we tie the ball game up here at 31. Orlando taking a little bit more time to score, but look at this Butler. Oh my goodness, in the spin cycle, you can't stop him. He's in. That's a touchdown for the Hooters already. Thanks to Jerry and James and company. Throws it high to Dudley. He's past the plane. That's a touchdown, and we are tied once again. No. Kelly gonna call his own name, and he got a tremendous block there by Jordan Carter, and he gets his second rushing touchdown of the day.
Yeah! Come on, let me hit! Bring it up! That's my house!
Ruben's in this time, and he gets hit, and the ball goes incomplete. Crosby's hurt. Jerry James gonna get this one. And he fumbled the ball, and it might be recovered by Miami. And look at what is happening here. The crumbling of the Orlando Predators. Throws it high, and look at who's got it. Don Robbie Smith with another catch. Oh, and he throws it right into the defender's hands. It gets tipped and intercepted. Just a bad throw there by Stafford. Passing touchdowns. He's doing absolutely amazing here today. With Kelly again, throws a high. Simpson's there. He's just bigger. He's just stronger. He gets the grab. That's a touchdown. And that's the end of this one. A big beat down here. 28-point victory for the Hooters, 80-52. And the Hooters proving themselves to be the best of the South. All right, for this game, Gary Kelly gets a rare 10-touchdown game. It's only happened once this season. I believe KJ Wright did it once. He had 10 touchdowns. I believe he had 7 passing, 2 rushing. Gary Kelly has 8 passing and 2 rushing. What a day from him. 19 yards and then 301 yards through the air, 8 touchdowns, 22 of 29. He barely missed anything. Jordan Carter got a garbage time touchdown that I probably edited out because they were already up by 28. But he got a touchdown. He also ended up with 10 yards on a 10-yard rushing touchdown. But Don Robbie Smith, what a day from him. 11 catches, 155 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Tay Butler was right behind him. 2 touchdowns for him, and then touchdowns from Holland and Simpson. For the Predators, Shane Stafford had a pretty decent game. He had 6 touchdowns, 1 INT, but man, oh man, those incompletions, man. 12 of 33. He had a long day today. He got sacked once, and his longest pass play was 35 yards. Marlon Moore, he had a difficult game too, but he ended up only having 13 yards and a touchdown. Shane Stafford ended up with -5 because he lost the ball on I believe a strip sack. Javaris Dudley, 5 receptions, 3 touchdowns. Jimmy Friesdale, 4 receptions, 2 touchdowns, and Jerry and James with a touchdown, but it just wasn't enough to get the job done. Let's get to I believe our second to last game here of the episode. The SaberCats come in here 1-2. This is their first game here in the series, and they're going to be taking on the Salina Liberty, who just got some new additions to the team. Getting a touchdown here. Is it to Nelson this time? And Nelson's not going to get caught. He's going to take this one into the end zone, and that's the first touchdown of the day. Skaggs has time in the pocket, throws it. He's got it to Nelson, and that's a touchdown for Salina. After a great run there by Glover. Mabry this time going to give it to himself, and he gets knocked over the end zone for his first rushing touchdown. Skaggs throws it high. Oh, and it's a catch, but they're going to call pass interference. It does not matter. A touchdown is made, and they take the lead. Was it to Nelson? He's got it, and he breaks the tackle. He's going to get into the end zone. That's a touchdown to tie the ball game. Trying to play tight, it doesn't work out, and Davis gets the touchdown. He gets open for a big score, and they take the lead again. Oh, and an immediate sack there. Big play there by the defensive front. Schmitz, kick is up. It knocks it in. Oh, and look at that. Nelson gets the catch. That's a touchdown. Mabry has right wide open, and that's on a fourth down play. Wow, San Jose with a risky play, and he scores. Skaggs throws it high. It's picked off by Pauly. Pauly, is he going to take it back for 6? He's going to put it inside the 5 at least. And they're right back in this game.
Nice job. Nice going. Nice going.
Mabry, he's going to run himself. And what a sweep run there. And they take back the lead.
I'm the greatest, I'm the best that's ever been, I'm the best that will be. You know it. That's what I'm talking about.
Hillier with the kick. It drifts and it hits the goalpost, but it did hit the man, and they will call it a touchback. Oh, and there's Nelson, but he overshoots it. He throws off his back foot. Here's Schmidt, and he gets it through. Absolute masterclass from him. Here comes Skaggs looking for Nelson again, and Nelson breaking tackles, and he's going to get it to the end zone, and with the extra point, they'll be up by 1. Goes it to Nelson. What a touchdown, and Salina immediately calls a timeout. Skaggs throws it high, and there's Nelson, and he won't get taken down. That's a touchdown, and San Jose calls a timeout. Now they're going for 2 to try to give them some insurance here. 40 seconds left. They need some insurance. Gives it a run here, and Polk is not going to get it. And now it's only going to be a 1-point game going into the last 40 seconds of this one. You have to be wary. Oh, throw it into Pauly. Oh, and Salina calls a timeout. They call that in bounds. They call that in bounds. And with 1 second left, it gets the snap off, and it is good. And somehow, San Jose gets out of this one, winning by 2, 53-51. What a game for Mason Mabry and the boys. They go 2-2 on the season. So our player of the game here is Mason Mabry. He's making his debut today. The 20-year-old is 4 touchdowns in, 248 yards in, and he had a 43% completion percentage. He did sling the ball out a lot. He ended up getting a sack, but what a day from him, and even getting 2 rushing touchdowns, 22 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns from him. Phil Glover with 13 yards right behind him. And then on the receiving end, Ben Nelson was the man to beat. 3 receptions, ending up with 3 touchdowns here. Charles Pauly somehow didn't get a touchdown here today. 5 receptions, 88 yards. He did drop the ball quite a bit. No, that was actually Nelson. He dropped the ball quite a bit. No drops from Pauly though. Rodney Wright, he had a day as well. 4 receptions, 73 yards, and a touchdown. And then Pauly also had an INT Yeah, so he did get something significant here. 9 INT from him. He was definitely going to be player of the game regardless. But Mason Mabry, he did have 6 touchdowns in total, so the game gave him that. On the other side of the ball, James Skaggs, man, another debut here today from our player submissions here. 324 yards, 7 touchdowns, 1 pick, 20 of 31. He had a field day on that defense. 20 of 31, 64% completion percentage, but it just didn't happen today. Marcus Polk with only 1 yard rushing. Landon Nelson, 14 receptions. That's got to be some sort of a record. 14 receptions, 245 yards, 5 touchdowns. Who was stopping this kid? Because he just hogged the ball all day. Everybody else only had 2 receptions or less. Keshawn Davis, he had 2 receptions, and Keyshawn Hunt, he had a reception that ended up in a touchdown. So for the rest of week 4 here, Grand Rapids ended up winning this game 56-49 here. So Columbus, another loss on the column here. Peyton Ayuk is carrying the squad here. Yeah, he has 6 touchdowns, 300 yards, and 1 INT though, and he didn't have a rushing touchdown. He had 3 attempts, 0 yards, but still the Grand Rapids Rampage holding it down. Joe Hamilton and Chad Salisbury sharing the QB position here today, had a combined 6 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and they get a win, their first win of the season. And this is a surprising one. Philadelphia still can't get their first win of the season. We're going to definitely see if they can get a win here next week. Potsy doing his damnedest here. 5 touchdowns, 2 picks, 226 yards, 25 of 47 with a 53% completion percentage. Better than Josh Collette here today. But those turnovers just, it looks like it deemed to be the weakness here today. Keenan Washington getting a rushing touchdown, and Detroit getting their second win of the season. So watch out for the Detroit Fury. We're definitely going to cover them in the next episode. But Philadelphia got to get it together here, man. Just a tough day for them. And then finally, Leslie Holt and Kaylin Blair having a duel here. But I know it's hard to see, but the Billings Outlaws edge out with the win here, 48-40. Hawaii 0-4 here. Kaylin Blair is trying his hardest as well, but it ends up in a big win. The Percy Sloan to Leslie Holt connection is working out swimmingly here. 7 receptions, 96 yards, long for 30, and he had 2 touchdowns here today, and kind of shut them out, but Hawaii did get 21 points in the second quarter. So it really came out to a wash there, but it was close. It was a close game throughout the whole game, but the Billings Outlaws will get another win on the column. So looking at the standings here for the American Conference here, the Wolfpack stand alone 4-0. The Del to Do connection is still continuing here, and they're not stopping. But the Billings Outlaws might have something to say about that. I know they got absolutely blown out there by the Wolfpack, but they are 2-1 right now. The SaberCats are 2-1. The Nashville Cats, the Salina Liberty, the Storm, and the Fury all at 2-2. The Rampage are at 1-2, and the 2 winless teams are the Islanders and the Kiss at 0-4 and 0-3 respectively. In the National Conference, we got 2 undefeated teams that are going to be squaring up next week. The Firebirds and the Hooters, 3-0. The most submissions on these 2 teams here, and man, oh man, are they making it worth it, man. This is prime TV here to see who's going to be on top of the National Conference. The Hooters and the Firebirds both on top of their divisions here, so we're going to definitely probably see them in the playoffs, but it's too early to tell. The Phantoms and the Force are 2-1 alongside the Predators, who just lost. They are 2-1. The 1-2 teams here are the Destroyers and the Desert Hawks. And also rest in peace, Desert Hawks. I did see that they folded midseason again. There's another team in the real AFL that folded. So rest in peace to the Desert Hawks. But the VooDoo are 1-3, and the Soul are the only team that are winless. They are 0-3 this season. They have some submissions as well, so that is a big surprise here and a shock to me. So going on to our stats leaders here, Damian Key still holds his place with the highest rating here, but look at Gary Kelly. What a season he's having. 18 touchdowns and no picks. That's nasty work here. Our passing yards leader is Chris Dell by 2 yards here, 1,187 yards. Right behind him is Kalen Blair with 1,185 yards, and a yard behind him is Kaz Nelson Bullock with 1,084. So that is very, very interesting. Touchdowns leader is Chris Dale, of course. Interceptions leader is Nelson Bullock. He has 5 INTs, so that is not good. Completion percentage is probably going to be one of the guys who we haven't really seen. James W, Jazzy McClain, all those type of things here. But yeah, interesting season here for these passers. But look out here for Chris Dell and of course Gary Kelly, who still only has 777 yards, but he still has 18 touchdowns and no picks. And same thing with Damian Keys here, 15 touchdowns, only 1 pick this season. The rushing leader still is KJ Brown, but Jordan Carter is going to be fastly approaching him. He is 103 yards, and behind him is Marlon Moore with 83. 5 touchdowns here for KJ Brown and Kyle Keone, but Jordan Carter holds that touchdown title here with 6. Receiving here, Landon Nelson, after a 14 reception game, he's going to rightfully get his place as the most receptions. Most yards here is Corey Michael Jr. He's just been a deep threat specialist, and I'm assuming he's got the most touchdowns. Yes, he does by a long shot. 14 receiving touchdowns already into 4 weeks of the season. Don Robbie Smith here, he's boosted himself up to 11 receiving touchdowns after having 5 receiving touchdowns in his last game. And then Irvin White here, the partner of Trevor Jackson, gonna have 10. And honorable mentions to Travis Hammer Jr., who has 9, and Harper Dew, who has 7. On defense, most tackles is Glenn Johnson. Most tackles for loss is Chad Webster. Most sacks is Ahmad Bahati. Most interceptions is Derek Lee. Most pass deflections is Glenn Johnson. Right behind him is Kashawn Davis. Most forced fumbles, D. Crosby. Most fumble recoveries, we got a 4-way tie. 2 safeties, Chad Webster has a second safety. And we have a 4-way tie, a 5-way tie for the most defensive touchdowns with 1. So thank you guys so much for another exciting week of Ultimate Arena League. I've been having so much fun with this. I've been playing the weeks and editing them through the week. So hopefully you guys enjoy that and like all the sound effects and stuff like that, all the bits and bops. But week 5, we still got more to go. We have a great game between the undefeateds here next week, and hopefully you guys are there to watch it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.